Hey guys, we're going to start recirc right now. We are going to start allowing the wort to pass through the false bottom in the bottom of the mash tun. It's going to go through this sight glass here. It's going to fill this grant right here, and then we're going to pump off of the grant back up to the top of the mash bed. The thought here is you can see how kind of milky white this is right here, a lot of grain particulate. We're going to circulate this until that runs free of grain. All right, let's get this pump started. Pushing this wort around a little bit more. All right, beautiful. I'm gonna need new batteries for this thermometer. 152, set a 25-minute timer. Boom. And we're good to go. I'm gonna cut you a little time-elapse of Ulysses himself here. And if it works well enough, if it brightens up well enough in there and it's a cool effect, that's awesome. Let's run with it. Bye. All right, you guys, we're gonna run our sugar test. I'm gonna run up and grab a little sample out of that recirc. There's not a lot of convenient places for me to pull a sample off this mash tun, so I'm just pulling it off the recirc right inside the vessel, and I'll come back down and we'll test this thing out. So remember, I actually did this, I did this mash at closer to 2 quarts. Margie? Yeah. I did this mash at 2 quarts rather than 1.5 quarts per pound, so there's more water in there. So we should expect to see what when we check out this measurement. Lower gravity, more dilute, absolutely. Yep, we're right in there. We're gonna be right at 16. For a bigger beer like that, that would be a little bit low, but remember we're putting a substantial amount of sugar in here. And you're doing that because you're putting sugar in it? You're putting more water? No, I flip-flopped it. Just because I don't like, on beers like this when I have oats and different things going in, I don't know, I like to sparge less sometimes. I feel like I can control that chemical reaction in here pretty well with my salt and acid, right? And it's that back half that, you know, you have to have your acid paced out appropriately and stuff like that. I feel like it cuts down on variables a little bit. So that's one of the reasons why I did that. But yeah, so you will see that lower gravity there. So it's nothing to really be concerned about. And it's not low either. It's just that we're sparging a third less essentially. Well, and so what we're gonna be doing is it's really only a bigger beer because this beer is really just built to essentially be like IPA strength. And so we're taking it to double IPA range with the simple sugar because that's gonna ferment out completely, leaving a lighter bodied, easier drinking IPA, right? Get this thing moving to the old kettle. Cutting the pump, opening the valve, boom. That satisfying thump when it starts heading over to the kettle. Whoop! Boom. What did I forget? I forgot the standpipe, baby. What's that? You know, I think one of the things I really count myself as fortunate for, blessed even if you will, is it wasn't until working here with these people that I started to understand what haters were. You guys. All right, running off. Again, we set a 15-minute timer. That's how we're gonna be tracking our flow rate going into the kettle because we don't have fancy flow meters in line and everything like that. So yeah, we're gonna run this beer off. We're actually only gonna collect less volume today. We're probably only gonna collect about 17 barrels. We're gonna boil some of that down because we do have 300 total pounds of sugar going into this, so that's gonna build our volume back up when we add that sugar at Whirlpool. So we will not be collecting as much wort as normal. I'll give you a little glance at the kettle, and we'll go from there. Kettle. Almost kettle full. We'll get there. Okay, bye, love you. All right, hey, and just a quick note on this yeast strain that we're using for Arrowhead today. It is the juice strain from Imperial. It is a pretty vigorous fermenter. It likes to blow off, and it also holds a lot of viable yeast up in the krausen, up at the top. You can see that we basically have like a straight slurry being dropped on the floor right here. This is obviously something we're going to clean up and everything like that. But we do have a vigorous ferment going on. This is being held at 67 degrees and it's rocking. And you know, you don't like seeing messes like this, but at the same time, this is a great like sensory opportunity because you also realize how fruity this yeast strain is and why it's used in New England style IPA and all that stuff. But anyways, that's that. Something else now. All right, we got my man Josh. Got that grain out. We're coming right up on the boil here. I'm also realizing the camera's crooked, so you have to deal with it. We're coming right up on the boil here. This beer is pretty much all two-row, so I will not be doing a 90-minute boil. I'll only be doing a 60-minute boil on it. So we're just gonna get our 4 ounces. Josh, if you just want to throw 4 ounces into that cup, that would be awesome. Josh, hang on, Scott. I think this is the camera. This is not the footage you want, but it's the footage you need. You missed my 0.03. Textbook Josh. Where we at, Marjorie? Oh, hey! You feel like doing splashing that hop edition here?
Sure.
Hey, Margie.
Hi.
Can you see anything here? Oh, there it is. Is it in there already?
No.
Oh, perfect.
There's some right here.
Oh, hop edition. Boom. Boom, Marge. Hop editioning. Thank you. And then you want to get a 60-minute on that, Margie? Woo. This is just what we're calling torso cam right now. In this size batch of beer, we're going to be using 35 oil flock tabs. Huh? Yeah, we want to get that additional chloride in. Yeah, as far as that salt goes, anytime that kettle's turning over, I think it would feel good to add that in there. So just wipe that kosher salt from the kitchen, a dry container, and we'll knock it out like that. Once we have the grain out, we have yeast transferred to the tank. We did cone to cone today. And as far as yeast transfer, juice from our friends at Imperial. What else am I not thinking about, Maggie?
What's that?
Actually, what am I forgetting? And also, what am I remembering? What don't I know that I haven't remembered? Probably the best response is no response. Okay. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you feel as if you got any value out of the video, please like and subscribe. There are also other videos that you can watch. They're gonna maybe be over here or over here. Appreciate you watching.